Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about the people. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this mess. So, listen to this. Cousin Brittany, we want the best for Cousin Brittany, but it's not looking too good for Britney Spears. That's our cousin on our white side. It's not looking good for Cousin Brittany. This is according to the Hollywood Unlocked. So, dang, ex of Britney Spears' boyfriend says he's a deadbeat cheater with at least 9 kids. He's the EBT Nick Cannon. My husband fell in Britney Spears' Boonchie Cat, and now he denies his children, but she said the P word. Yikes, Nicole Mencila, the 36-year-old ex-girlfriend of Britney Spears' boyfriend, Paul Richard Soles, claims her felon ex is a deadbeat cheater with at least 9 kids. U.S. Weekly reported that Soles, 37, was convicted in 2016 and again in December 2020 for felony firearm possession, and then violated his probation in September 2023. In September, Soles, who first linked with Spears, 42, as a handyman, and housekeeper, and allegedly became her lover, told Backgrid, I have a handful of children. I have custody of my children. I'm not a bad dude. I own my own business. I do licensed contractor technique tile. Britney Spears is worth $60 million. And somebody who she hired to come over to fix a pipe, to fix a towel. Get end up fixing her towels. From what I understand, the pool is very tainted and it's not a lot of fish. No, it's a lot of fish in the sea. There's not a lot of good fish in the sea. So I guess sometimes you got to take what you can get. I guess if that's the road you're going down. Um, I I wouldn't. I would not be a champion for someone just taking what they can get. But that is the mindset of a lot of people. Having a piece of no man is better than having no man at all, right? And it's no shade because I think a lot of us probably work regular jobs, right? When I say regular, I'm not talking about girl being on stage flipping it and doing cartwheels, and when it's all said and done, you got $60 million in your account. Most people don't have $60 million in their account, right? Um, but I would never understand when I look at people like Britney Spears. No tea, no shade, not to bring her in here, but Onika, like how they end up with the men that they end up with. Because based off of your access to a certain group of men, right? Your access grants you into these spaces where a lot of the other girls and boys can't get into. You know what I'm saying? Like you have the access to go to the parties where the who's who, the connections, you meet so and so. Oh girl, that so and so girl, he run so and so. Oh girl, he do. No girl, you want to get with the person who was convicted and just got out of prison. You want to get with the person who's supposed to be coming over, girl. You paying him to do a job. However, one of his exes, Nicole Mancella, told Daily Mail that he allegedly cheated on her with Spears, abandoned his kids, and owes child support for their 5 kids. One of the kids' ages is 9, 8, 21. 21 months? Oh, baby, that's a baby. She claims just let them know how my husband fell in Britney Spears PUSSY. He was married. Now he denies his children. He neglects his children for her. He's the EBT Nick Cannon, referring to the electronic benefits transfer food stamps. Girl, I remember back in the day. We just talking tonight, y'all. I like to just talk and kiki. Girl, I sure could use me an old nasty stamp card. Girl, I could. I'm so sick and tired. I be trying to be grown and stuff and buy little groceries here and now. You know what I'm saying? Girl, groceries is high. Y'all ain't never told me that. Groceries is high when you're spending your own money anyways. I knew groceries was a lot high. I ain't too far removed from the grocery store. I knew groceries were always a little bit expensive, right? But I think now that I'm trying to go to the grocery store at least every week and try to eat as much as possible as I can at home, I'm starting to realize more and more that, girl, going to the grocery store can be a tad bit expensive. Girl, if you got a food stamp card, girl, let me know. Girl, oh, girl, if you got a card, girl, let me tell y'all one thing about it, two things for sure, three things for certain. I ain't gonna never be too good to buy some stamps. Okay? Baby, I could be walking around here, girl, living in $1 million condo. If it's a woman or a man on the street, girl, non-binary, non-gender conforming, talking about, girl, cousin, right now I'm selling some stamps, girl, let me know. Okay? It's a team effort, girl. You need a little bit of change, and I'm tired of going to the grocery store giving out these people all my goddamn money. Okay? So if you selling some stamps, girl, let me know, girl. Okay? Don't tell nobody. Anyways, she also alleges that he tries to visit her and their 5 kids who are living with her 60-year-old surgical assistant mother, Sandra Smith, in the 3-bedroom home in Selmer, California. Smith also spoke with Daily Mail and said he has 10 kids. He doesn't support any of them. They have a 1-year-old together, and he doesn't pay attention to that one either. He's a deadbeat dad. It's difficult for me because he doesn't support not one kid, and they're at my house. Nicole's torn up by everything. This is the mother talking. Nicole is torn up by everything. This has been going on for 5 years, and he doesn't leave her alone. He keeps coming back. I wouldn't let him see the kids if it was me. She does because she wants them to have a dad, but I wouldn't want a dad like that. Well, girl, let me just say something about Miss Nicole. we got to tug on her wig a little bit too. Nicole, you the goddamn fool for letting nigga keep coming in and back, okay? Because the reason why he keep coming back, Helfer, because you keep letting him come back. See, you don't care about him being with Britney Spears. You just want him that with you. Okay? You don't care about him cheating at the end of the day. You want him that with you. And, I don't want to go down the road of saying keep him from his kids and all that stuff. But, girl, I can completely understand. We're going to get into that story in a little bit. I can completely understand where the mother is coming from. You don't have the right to not provide some type of structure for your kids and think that you can just bounce in and out of their life. And then y'all wonder why, when you hear these women upset at these men because they have some type of structure, they have some type of schedule, and these deadbeat daddies want to pop in and out of their lives once every 2 months, once every 3 months, and they like, no, just stay away, because you want to come in when it's convenient for you, right? Remember that happened with Khalees and Nas, and Khalees was upset because she was talking about how Nas just wants to pop in the picture just out the blue, right? It happened with, remember Sweetie Pie, the Sweetie Pie lady, her son Tim. He went to prison for setting up to have his nephew unalive. Remember that whole story? And he was having problems with his ex-wife, and she was saying how he just wants to pop in and out, and how they have how her and the son have a schedule that they need to stay on, right? And I'm like, girl, it makes sense. I don't have kids, but girl, I have nieces, and I completely understand now, especially with me having access to my nieces and seeing what goes on, that it is important for kids to have some type of schedule. Girl, you cannot just be popping in and out of these kids' life. One is not good because now mommy has to explain to daddy why daddy ain't never around. So now not only are you an irresponsible father and a deadbeat, but now I also, as the mother, have to explain to my kids, our kids, why daddy is never around. You leaving all that on me to get to put on them. You see what I'm saying? So, anyways, now to Britney Spears. Britney, we love you, sister. We do. But this is why the other day I was saying that, I think that Britney Spears should, if Britney wants to be in a relationship, I think that Britney should be in a relationship. I think that Britney should, find love. And, we found love in a hopeless place. All that carrying on. If Britney wants to be in love, let her find love and live happily ever after. Sure, y'all love a fairy tale. But I just think it would be hard for me, and I don't know Britney, to trust any man that comes in her life, because I would think they're coming in under false pretenses. I would think that they have ulterior motives. I would think that, right? I still think that about Sam, the ex-husband, and I was thinking this about this man, and now they're coming out saying allegedly he's this deadbeat. And now on to the deadbeat, nigga, you ain't shit. Girl, I saw you from a mile away. Girl. You don't went into that lady's house. You know she's mentally gone. Right? And now you got her thinking you in love with her, and she all right. I bet you Britney probably don't even know that man got 10 kids. Britney over there thinking, girl, she just hit her girl, old nasty Jose. Girl, I got me old bitty bitty bum bum. I got me old Poppy, baby. Yes, Poppy. Right? She got somebody who can finally fix the towels for free. She ain't got to pay nobody to come over the whole time, girl. You better, girl, quiet as it's kept, Britney. Girl, I know you don't know who I am, and I know you probably don't be on YouTube like that. But girl, I'm telling you, sister, girl, if you know Britney, you need to tell Britney. Okay? If you know Britney, you need to tell Britney she just sleep with her goddamn debit cards and credit cards, her platinum Amex, and her goddamn panties. Because a nigga like him, girl, he gonna take a picture of the front and the back of the cards, and girl, he gonna go on. And I could see him also going back to that heifer, and him and that heifer living happily ever after off of a few Britney dollars. I'm telling y'all, this is gonna happen. I don't trust none of them except for Britney. That's the only one I trust. I don't trust the baby mama, because I feel like even if the baby daddy came back and he felt like he hit a lick, she would let him back in the house, and they would probably feel like, oh girl, you left, but at least you came back with a couple of dollars from that heifer. I don't trust the mama either. I'm talking about the grandmama. The only one I trust is Britney. Shout out to Britney. Let's move on, y'all. Oh, girl. Oh, Cardi B reacts to criticism for misidentifying Met Gala designer as Asian. Girl, listen to this, girl.
But you feel amazing? Who made this?
I feel amazing. It's this amazing designer. They're Asian and everything, so yeah.
They're Asian and everything, so yeah. Okay, listen. Cardi B did come out and apologize. She said that she had a lot going on, and the dress. I don't know if y'all saw her dress. Her dress was humongous, and the way that the dress was supposed to, I guess, to be presented was she was supposed to be like standing on like a box basically, and they wouldn't allow her to bring the box inside. So I guess she was trying to figure out how to pose and all that carrying on. So it was a lot going on, and so I guess based off of that, and then she couldn't remember the designer name. This is all I'm gonna say. I think anybody who has watched the red carpet, they know that a lot of times, not every time necessarily, that one of the questions that they will be asked is, who are you wearing tonight? And at the Met Gala, I can almost guarantee you they're going to ask you, who are you wearing tonight? While I don't think that Cardi B had any ill intent, it is absolutely, and I'm not saying that Cardi B should be canceled and we should go storm the Capitol. That's not what I'm saying. But it is absolutely unacceptable that Cardi did not know who she was wearing on the night of the Met Gala. Girl, I don't give a damn. All Cardi had to do, Cardi had 2 jobs. make sure she presented the dress in the way that she needed to present the dress and pose. And also know who, girl, know how to say the person's name. That's it. Girl, that's really it. That's really it. Again, I'm not saying that Cardi needs lashes and Cardi need to be. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that, girl, we know from watching TV that when on these red carpet events, they're going to ask you, who are you wearing? And the person usually says, oh, I'm wearing Tom Ford. I'm wearing Valentino. I'm wearing Versace. Or some other name that, girl, I probably can't pronounce either. Right? It's not, we can't even sit here and just make excuses for Cardi. It was ignorant. Girl, it was unacceptable. Girl, you want to be this fashion girl, right? Cardi wants to be this fashion girl. And Cardi will turn out some looks. I'm going to give Cardi that. Cardi turn out the looks. But girl, you can't be the fashion girl and want to be turning out these looks, but you can't even remember the girls' names and the boys' names. Like, that's not how this works. Ain't nobody asking me who the fuck I'm wearing because I get on YouTube every day with a denim jacket on. What you wearing, Gap? What you wearing, H&M? Hello? What you wearing, ASOS? Hello? Oh, this is Gap too. Oh, this is Gap Factory. Mm-hmm. I got this on sale at Levi's. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even I know. But anyway, shout out to Cardi B. It's nothing but love. It's nothing but love. But shout out to Cardi B. Yes. Anyways, let's move. Ooh, I told y'all about this white man. I told y'all. Listen to this. Selling Sunset alum Christine Quinn's estranged husband charged with child abuse and assault over bag throwing arrest. So Kristen Quinn's estranged husband was able to dodge a felony, but he couldn't escape charges over the March incident that allegedly involved their 2-year-old son. RadarOnline.com has confirmed that Christian Dumonte, I cannot pronounce his last name, has been charged with 3 misdemeanors after allegedly throwing a bag full of glass at their toddler, resulting in a hospital visit for the youngster and a night in jail for him. He was hit with charges including child abuse endangerment, assault, and violation of a protection order per the Los Angeles City Attorney's Office. Radar Online broke the story. He avoided a felony after being booked for assault with a deadly weapon. A spokesperson for the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office disclosed to us last month. His case then moved to the city attorney, whose office reviewed the filing before deciding his fate. We're told his arraignment is set for June the 4th. Listen to this. And this is why I was talking about the kids. This is what I was thinking about. One, I think the original story was he was throwing something at her and it hit the baby. I don't give a damn who he was throwing it at. One, he shouldn't have been throwing anything at his wife. Two, it just goes to show how irresponsible and dangerous he could be. Because of the simple fact that if you are throwing something at your wife, if it was intended for your wife and you hit your son, that just goes to show how close your son was to your wife. It's not like your son was behind you. It's not like your son was on the other side of the room. That means that your son had to be standing pretty close to your wife for you to be throwing something at your wife and for it to accidentally hit your son. So the next thing I want to say is this. If Christina, what's her name? Christina, what's her helper name? What's his helper name? Kristen and Christian. Kristen is the woman. Okay. If Kristen says that she wants full custody, there will be people in the comments talking about she's just trying to take away her son from the father. The father needs to be in his son's life. No, he don't. Not if you over there throwing shit at my son. No, you don't. You don't even care about the safety of your own goddamn child, because if you did, he wouldn't have had to be in the hospital because you wanted to throw some shit. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. That's not how this works. So either you purposely hit your son, or either you accidentally hit your son, but it still doesn't take away from what I think is a fact that the son had to be near the mama when you threw whatever you threw at the mama. That's irresponsible and dangerous. Anything could have happened to that child with you throwing that and hitting him. Hello? And then the next thing I want to say is this. I don't even know this white lady like that. I don't know, not like that. I don't know this white heifer at all. Okay? But some of the people be in the comment section and online talking about how she was a bitch. I don't know if she was a bitch or not, because I never watched Selling Sunset. So I don't know what she presented to the show. But even if she was the biggest bitch girl on Netflix, on TV, period, that has nothing to do with her possibly being abused at home by her husband. That has nothing to do with her possibly having her head knocked between a washer and a dryer. Hello? Two things can exist. She could be a bitch to the bitches at work, and she could also be possibly getting her ass whooped at home by a nigga. Hello? And he not black, he white. But I'm still calling him a nigga anyways. God. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Christine. Hopefully she's all right. We want everybody to be all right, baby. Hello? Oh! Girl. We're not trying to get no strikes. Okay, y'all. So listen to this girl. Whoopi Goldberg admits she was addicted to the cocaine early in her career. I would have called myself a very high-functioning addict. I never knew this. I never knew this, child. All right, so neighbors, get into this. Whoopi Goldberg is opening up about her drug-filled past. In her new memoir, Whoopi says she was heavily addicted to cocaine at the beginning of her career. Whoopi says in the 80s, cocaine was seen as a party drug. And she didn't truly realize the effects it had on her until she reached a low where she was on a binge for 2 days in a hotel room. Girl. I had stayed pretty far away from drugs except for pot. After getting cleaned up in the early 70s, Whoopi said in her book, but Los Angeles and New York started to redefine what recreational drug use meant in the 80s. It was really a good time for about a year. Then I fell into the deep well of cocaine. Oh, God. Girl, you know I'd be scared to say certain words. Girl, I already said it. And sank to a new low. Nobody around me caught on to where I was at with it. At least that's what I wanted to believe. I would have called myself a very high functioning addict. Then cocaine started to kick my ass, she wrote. I'd go to work and realize I was getting sloppy. I was sitting on the closet floor, just putting it up my nose, all by myself. I didn't hear the housekeeper knock or let herself in the room to clean up. Whoopi says a housekeeper started screaming when she discovered Whoopi lying on the floor. That's when Whoopi knew it was time to clean up. Oh, girl. I looked at myself in the mirror near the door and saw cocaine all over my face. Honey, girl, she had sugar boogers. God, no, Whoopi was hot in the garbage. Get up, get out, and fix your life, she recalled thinking. You've been sitting in a closet for 2 days. It's not good. I had already decided that I was willing and ready to stop, so I was going to do whatever I needed to stop putting drugs up my nose. Well, I'm glad Whoopi say, I'm good. Whoopi saved herself. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Whoopi said, you ain't got to worry about that. I say my damn self. I know that's right. Girl. I mean, the girls, listen. People do what they do, honey. It is what it is. Just, if it's a problem for you, it's one thing. It's one thing for something to be recreational, right? You might do it at a party every now and again. It's a whole other thing for you to be sitting in the closet for 2 days. Hello? It's one thing for you to have cocktails, right? It's another thing for you to be like Marisol, wake up drinking, girl, go to sleep drinking, carrying alcohol in your bag, complaining about your stomach hurting. Well, bitch, what you think about your stomach hurt? Bitch, you've been drinking. Girl, you've been brushing vodka you've been brushing your teeth with vodka. Girl, you've been gargling with Tito's. Girl, you ain't put shit on your stomach. Girl, you want to complain talking about my stomach hurt? Girl, what the fuck? Yeah. Why do you think your stomach hurt, Marisol? Marisol is a housewife from the Real Housewives of Miami. She was on Ultimate Girls Trip and was complaining about her stomach. But Marisol does not want to admit. I don't think anybody else wants to bring it up either. I think that Marisol is a functioning alcoholic too. But we all love a cocky, but Marisol loves her cockies down. Girl, Marisol, I know it's 5 o'clock somewhere, but girl, it ain't 5 o'clock when your ass just wake up. But you ain't gonna have no orange juice? Girl, now I can see you being on vacation. Because when I'm on vacation, girl, when we roll out of bed, honey, we start drinking. But girl, that's on vacation. Girl, that ain't no everyday thing, girl. And this is coming from a girl who love a cocktail. No. Girl, I don't even drink every day. Hello? Now, when I do drink, girl, she might drink. Yes. Okay. So I'm the last one to judge anybody because back in the day, I used to have a cocktail every day, right? But girl, just do what you do, but just be careful, honey, because you can get addicted to damn near anything. Alcohol, cocaine, you know what I'm saying? And girl, you just don't want to be, you just don't, you know. And shout out to the people, in all seriousness. We joke a lot on this channel, but shout out to all the people out there who have overcome substance abuse, alcoholism, any type of, whether it's alcohol, drugs. Shout out to all of y'all, because I know that could be a very, very difficult thing. And I think, from what I understand, it's a journey every day, right? So shout out to all the people who have overcome and are putting in the hard work to make sure they don't fall off the wagon. And for those who may be struggling with abuse, just pray about it, honey. And it'll get all right. All right? I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye, y'all. And don't give up if you are struggling with addiction. It'll get better, okay? Bye, y'all.